Have you ever wondered why certain movies grip you so tightly that you can't stop watching, even when the content is disturbing or emotionally overwhelming? It's not a coincidence. It's dark psychology in action. Think about Squid Game. The way it forces you to question human morality and survival instincts isn't just storytelling, it's calculated manipulation. And what about other iconic movies like The Joker or Inception? These films don't just entertain, they dig deep into your psyche, twisting your emotions and making you think. If you've ever found yourself analyzing a movie long after it's ended, questioning the choices of its characters or even your own, you're not just any viewer, you're someone who seeks the hidden truths. So let's dive into 11 mind-blowing ways movies use dark psychology to manipulate you. Number 1, the power of moral dilemmas. Think about movies like Squid Game or The Dark Knight. They don't just tell stories, they trap your mind in a psychological maze. Squid Game, for instance, forces its characters to make impossible choices like sacrificing others to ensure their own survival. As a viewer, you're left wondering, would I do the same to stay alive? Would I betray my closest friends or stick to my morals and face the consequences? In The Dark Knight, the stakes are equally high, but more complex. One iconic moment forces Batman to decide between saving Rachel, the woman he loves, or Harvey Dent, the symbol of hope for Gotham City. The audience is dragged into the chaos, asking themselves, is there even a right answer here? These moral dilemmas force you to confront your own ethical boundaries, leaving you questioning your principles long after the credits roll. This technique isn't just storytelling, it's psychological manipulation at its finest. By presenting scenarios where every choice feels wrong, filmmakers ensure you're emotionally engaged, unable to sit back and simply watch. Instead, you're drawn into the characters' struggles, reflecting on your own values in ways you didn't expect. It's not just entertainment, it's a masterclass in testing human psychology. Number 2, emotional hijacking through music. Have you ever noticed how your heart races during a tense scene or tears well up during a sad moment in a movie? That's the invisible hand of music at work, subtly controlling your emotions. Take Jaws, for example. The haunting, repetitive, two-note theme becomes synonymous with dread. Even before you see the shark, those notes make you brace for impact, your body reacting as if you're in danger. Then there's Interstellar, where Hans Zimmer's breathtaking score doesn't just accompany the story, it becomes part of it. The organ-like swells and escalating chords mirror the vastness of space and the emotional weight of the character's decisions. When Cooper says goodbye to his daughter, the music amplifies the heartache to such a degree that you feel it in your chest. This isn't accidental. Filmmakers use music as a direct line to your brain, bypassing logic and reasoning to tap into raw emotion. You might not even realize it, but your feelings during a scene are carefully orchestrated by the soundtrack. Fear, sadness, joy, it's all manipulated by the tone, tempo, and rhythm of the music. It's like the filmmakers are playing your emotions like an instrument, ensuring you feel exactly what they want you to feel, whether you're conscious of it or not. Number 3, the psychology of colors. Colors in movies aren't just for aesthetics, they're powerful psychological tools designed to evoke specific emotions and shape how you perceive the story. Consider Squid Game. The vibrant pink uniforms of the guards and the stark green of the participants' tracksuits create an unsettling contrast. Pink, often associated with innocence or childhood, becomes menacing when paired with violence and control. Green, symbolizing growth or safety, feels suffocating when seen in the context of desperation and survival. This isn't unique to Squid Game. Filmmakers use color palettes with precision. In horror movies, muted blues and grays create an atmosphere of coldness and fear, while in romantic films, warm hues like red and pink evoke love and passion. Colors are subliminal cues that influence how you feel without you even realizing it. Take The Matrix, for example. The iconic green tint throughout the movie gives the world an unnatural digital quality, reinforcing the idea that it's a constructed reality. Without this color choice, the story wouldn't have the same impact. Filmmakers understand that your brain responds to colors in deeply ingrained ways, and they use this knowledge to control your emotional state, guiding your reactions and perceptions as the story unfolds. Number 4, suspense and the need for answers. Imagine sitting on the edge of your seat during a tense scene. Your pulse quickens, your eyes are glued to the screen, and you can't tear yourself away. Why? Because your brain is wired to crave resolution. This is why movies like Inception are so captivating. They dangle unanswered questions and unresolved tension in front of you, leaving your mind desperate for closure. Think about the infamous ending of Inception with the spinning top. Is Cobb still dreaming, or is he back in reality? The scene cuts to black before we get an answer, leaving you to wrestle with the possibilities. It's maddening, but also brilliant. Your brain keeps replaying the scene, trying to resolve the tension long after the movie is over. This technique, known as suspense, hooks you by exploiting your natural curiosity and need for answers. Filmmakers like Christopher Nolan are masters of this, creating intricate puzzles that keep you engaged. The questions they leave unanswered don't frustrate you, they intrigue you, keeping the movie alive in your mind for days, weeks, or even years. It's a psychological hook that ensures you're not just a passive viewer, but an active participant in the story. Number 5. Anchoring your mind to false realities. Some of the most unforgettable moments in cinema are the ones that completely upend your understanding of the story. Think about The Sixth Sense. For most of the movie, you're anchored to a specific perspective, that Bruce Willis's character is alive and helping a troubled boy who sees ghosts. The revelation that Willis's character has been dead all along is a shocking twist that flips everything on its head. This technique is called anchoring. Filmmakers give you a fixed point of reference, guiding your perceptions in a certain direction. You believe what they want you to believe, because all the clues seem to support that narrative. Then, at the perfect moment, they reveal the truth, pulling the rug out from under you. The impact of this technique is profound. It keeps you invested in the story, and when the twist is revealed, it forces you to rethink everything you've seen. Suddenly, you're piecing together clues you missed, marveling at the filmmaker's brilliance. Anchoring isn't just a plot device. It's a way to manipulate your perspective, ensuring you're fully immersed in the story while setting you up for a mind-blowing payoff. Number 6. Relatability and flawed characters. Have you ever wondered why you feel so connected to characters who are deeply flawed or troubled? It's because these characters mirror aspects of humanity that we all experience: imperfections, struggles, and vulnerabilities. Think about Joker. Arthur Fleck's journey from a marginalized, lonely individual to a chaotic force of nature is captivating because it feels real. Arthur's mental health struggles, his fight against societal rejection, and his eventual descent into madness resonate because they expose truths about the human condition. We all face moments of rejection, feelings of isolation, or battles with inner demons. These experiences make flawed characters relatable. Their stories allow us to reflect on our own challenges, sparking a deeper emotional connection. Unlike perfect heroes, these characters don't always make the right choices, and that imperfection makes them human. As an audience, you don't just watch their journey, you feel it. Their struggles mirror your own, making you question how you would respond in their shoes. This psychological connection draws you into the narrative, leaving a lasting emotional impact that stays with you long after the movie ends. Number 7. Fear of missing out. FOMO. Why do some movies become global phenomena almost overnight, with everyone rushing to watch them? It's not just clever marketing, it's the fear of missing out, or FOMO. When Squid Game exploded in popularity, it wasn't just because of its gripping plot, it was because everyone was talking about it. Social media was flooded with memes, discussions, and fan theories. If you hadn't watched it, you felt like you were missing out on a cultural moment. FOMO is a powerful psychological tool that taps into our innate desire for inclusion. Humans are social beings, and being part of shared experiences creates a sense of belonging. When you see your friends, coworkers, or favorite influencers discussing a show or movie, you feel an unspoken pressure to watch it too. This manipulation plays on your fear of being the odd one out. It's not just about enjoying the content, it's about staying relevant, joining the conversation, and being part of something bigger. Filmmakers and marketers know this, and they design campaigns to create urgency and buzz, ensuring you feel compelled to watch before you're left behind. Number 8. The hero's journey formula. Why do so many blockbuster movies seem to follow a similar storyline? A reluctant hero facing impossible odds, rising to triumph? It's because the hero's journey is a storytelling formula that taps into universal human psychology. This structure, seen in movies like The Matrix, isn't just a coincidence. It's a deliberate design that resonates with our deepest desires. Neo, the protagonist of The Matrix, begins as an ordinary man trapped in a mundane existence. When he's thrust into a world of danger and discovery, he faces challenges that seem insurmountable. Yet as the story unfolds, he evolves into the One, fulfilling his destiny and overcoming overwhelming obstacles. This formula works because it mirrors our own lives. We all face struggles, doubts, and moments of self-discovery. Watching a hero rise against impossible odds gives us hope. It reminds us that we too have the potential to overcome challenges and achieve greatness. The hero's journey is more than a plot. It's an emotional roadmap that inspires us, making us root for the protagonist as if their victory is our own. Number 9, social proof and viral hype. Have you ever watched a movie simply because everyone else is talking about it? That's the power of social proof. It's a psychological phenomenon where people are influenced by the actions and opinions of others. When a movie goes viral, it's not just because of its quality, it's because humans are wired to follow the crowd. Think of Avengers Endgame. It wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural event. The hype surrounding it was so massive that even people who weren't Marvel fans felt the pressure to watch. Why? Because being part of a collective experience makes you feel connected and included. Social proof amplifies interest. When you see glowing reviews, trending hashtags, or packed theaters, you're more likely to believe the movie is worth watching. It's not just about the content, it's about the human need to belong. Filmmakers and marketers leverage this by creating viral campaigns that make the experience feel significant, ensuring you don't want to miss out. Number 10, the illusion of choice. Have you ever found yourself rooting for a character you'd normally condemn in real life? Movies like Breaking Bad and The Godfather masterfully manipulate your sense of morality, making you question your values and choices. Walter White, for instance, starts as a sympathetic character, a struggling teacher who turns to illegal activities to provide for his family. At first, you justify his actions because his motivations seem pure, but as he descends deeper into crime, his choices become harder to defend. Yet you continue rooting for him. Why? Because the narrative is designed to align your sympathies with his perspective. Similarly, in The Godfather, Michael Corleone begins as an outsider to his family's criminal empire, only to become its ruthless leader. The film manipulates your emotions, making you understand and even support his transformation. This is the illusion of choice at work. Filmmakers guide your perspective so subtly that you side with morally complex characters, questioning your own ethics along the way. It's not just entertainment, it's a psychological challenge that leaves you thinking about right and wrong long after the credits roll. Number 11, emotional catharsis as a trap. Why do we willingly watch movies that make us cry, even though we avoid sadness in real life? It's because these films offer something deeply satisfying: emotional catharsis. This psychological process provides a sense of relief and renewal, leaving you feeling lighter and more connected to the story. Take Titanic, for example. From the budding romance between Jack and Rose to the heart-wrenching finale, the film is designed to tug at your heartstrings. As the characters face loss and tragedy, you experience their emotions as if they were your own. When you cry during the movie, it's not just sadness, it's a release. Filmmakers use this emotional manipulation to create a lasting impact. Sad movies aren't just about storytelling. They're about creating an experience that resonates deeply with the audience. By giving you an outlet for your emotions, these films ensure that their story leaves a lasting imprint, one that stays with you long after you leave the theater. Here's the truth. Movies aren't just entertainment. They're carefully crafted psychological experiments designed to pull your strings in ways you might not even realize. But the fact that you're here, asking questions, digging deeper, and trying to understand these hidden manipulation techniques shows that you're not like most people. You're not the kind of person who just watches a movie and moves on. No, you're someone who sees the layers beneath, and someone who refuses to be blindly controlled. And let me tell you something. The people who subscribe to this channel, they're not your average viewers. They're thinkers, seekers, and challengers. They're people who want to break free from the herd, people who see the hidden strategies in everyday life and use that knowledge to their advantage. So let me ask you this. Why stop here? This is just the beginning. What about the dark psychology behind advertising that makes you buy things you don't need? Or the manipulation in relationships that you might not even notice? Imagine the power you'll have when you can recognize these tactics everywhere, in movies, media, and even in the people around you. If you're as curious as I think you are, there's a whole world of knowledge waiting for you on this channel. Go ahead and check out some of the other videos. Each one is packed with insights that will open your eyes even further. And trust me, once you start seeing the world through this lens, there's no going back. So hit that subscribe button and join a community of people who refuse to settle for average. Let's keep exploring, questioning, and uncovering the truths that most people are too distracted to see. Because once you understand how the game works, you'll never be a pawn in it again. Now, which video are you going to watch next? Because I guarantee it's going to change the way you see the world.